Alright, g'day you guys. So, following on from my previous video, I've done, I'm going to roll on with Fury here. I've done stats, I've done gear for the Nighthold patch. I'm going to go over talents, I think, on this one. And I'll discuss a little bit more how this works in your rotation. This one won't take as long, but, you know, it's just a follow-up anyway. So, from the previous patch, and this is hugely overdue news, Dragon's Roar was nerfed, so we don't take it anymore, and Reckless Abandon and Frothing Berserker, the synergy between them became better, so Carnage isn't really taken anymore. In any fights where adds a Dying War Machine is amazing, the 30% haste buff is just ridiculously good. But on any single target fights, Endless Rage for the extra damage. Sorry, the extra rage, just from a single target. Fresh meat, yeah, okay. Means you're enraged probably permanently above 80%, but yeah, whatever. So these two you'll flick between, and you just have to get a feel for which fights you can proc this enough. Stuff like Scorpion is obvious. Botanist, if you can get those ads, the little flowery ads to die close enough, again, you can probably proc it a fair bit. But there, you know, there's fights where it can proc. Otherwise, you just take an Endless Rage. The second tier, Double Time in general, just for the movement. It's pretty rare you need Shockwave and Stormbolt. Mythic Pluses, you might take Shockwave, just to help out with CC and things like that. Saves your life, but Double Time in general, just for the movement. It's very nice. The next tier, it's kind of toss up between Avatar and Wrecking Ball, I find. Wrecking Ball on AoE fights is huge, and if you've got the legendary belt, even better, because you'll see some obscene damage out of this thing. Other than that, Avatar for your burst windows, which you know, you'll be stacking it with your Battlecry windows, which you'll be enraged for. You'll be stacking it with your Drought of Souls. You'll be stacking it with your Odin's Fury. You know, it's big damage. The next one, Bounding Strides, Warpaint. I don't see the need to reduce the damage I'm taking. I mean, maybe the healers will disagree with that, but and Furious Charge, in some solo content, the heal is probably, you know, invaluable, but Bounding Strides is just good for the extra movement speed and the shorter cooldown on being able to leap. Now the next tier, like I said, we used to take Carnage no more. We used to take Massacre in fights where we could have a decently long execute phase. But unless you've got the legendary ring, I don't see this being very valuable. But if you want to have a bit of a play with this, go to your class hall, your garrison, the dummy that actually you can beat down to 20%, and have a play with it. It is kind of cool, because getting free rampages, if you get a crit execute, it's like a free enrage, because rampage will enrage you, and because your rampage costs no rage, it's free. It keeps you at high rage, so you can stay really high really long, and you can just execute, just bang it in all that damage. It's really cool. But I find for this tier, Frothing Berserker, when you hit 100 rage, you'll get 15% more damage for 6 seconds, and that lasts your Battlecry windows. It lasts your almost your full Battlecry window, and it lasts your full enrage window. So it's very nice. And Fury is all about these short little windows of opportunity. The next tier, Bloodbath, I haven't found a need for this. I mean, you can stack it with Blade Storm and do some pretty mental damage, and obviously all your cooldowns, but nah. Frenzy, I know the tier 20 bonuses aren't sort of official, like absolutely in stone yet, but this could potentially see the light. I won't like it. I hate keeping up maintenance buffs. I really hate it. Having to use an ability on cooldown is not a bad thing, but having to use an ability that just hits pathetically hard to keep up a stack of something, that if you miss out on a stack, it takes like 50, it takes you 30 seconds to get it back. That's quite painful. Or not 30 seconds, it takes like 3 GCDs to get it back, but that's quite annoying. And you can argue that the skill of keeping it up and the skill of playing the class and everything like that, yeah, I get that, but it's just not fun. You know? But anyway, that's me. I'm hoping it doesn't become the most powerful. Inner Rage is just nice for seeing big numbers. that's all it really is. Your Raging Blows, I mean, I don't know what I was doing here. Did I use a Raging Blow? Yeah, no I didn't. I mustn't have had cooldowns or something. My Raging Blows hit about 1.2 mil main hand. And obviously reduced offhand. But yeah, it's just good for big damage. The last tier, like I said, Dragon's Roar got nerfed. Bladestorm, maybe you'll find a niche for it. I never use it. Reckless Abandon, it increases your Battlecry window by 2 seconds, and because you're putting as much as you can into these windows, having an extra 2 seconds is ridiculous. And because it gives you 100 rage, bang, Frothing Berserker gives you 15% extra damage for each of those windows. So they synergize so well together. You know, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you use it? I wonder if it'll work if I'm out of combat. There you go, it gives you the Frothing Berserker buff when you hit 100 rage, which is so cool. But anyway, that's the talents. Have at it. The next video that I bring will be... I'm going to have to do the rotation eventually. That'll probably be next, explaining the rotation and the windows, and then I'll have to go through execute rotation and stuff like that. Ouch, that's going to hurt. I have to go through Dryad Soul usage. Yeah, so stay tuned, more to come. Cheers.